Yeah.
Yeah,
Alive.
we're live. Okay, everybody. Hello,
Right.
welcome to this first episode of the discussion show. This time we're going to be discussing Daredevil. I'm not alone. I'm here with Joseph.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Happy May the 4th, everyone.
Oh yeah, May the Fourth be with you. It's Star Wars Day. It's
Yeah.
the best day of the world.
It's
Um,
my birthday.
so before we start talking about this awesome show that is Daredevil, today a new picture released. It's not Star Wars related. It's Suicide Squad related. It's the entire cast. Except
Almost. Minus Jared Leto as the
yeah,
Joker.
yeah, but he's not in the Suicide Squad. He's
No,
probably going to be
there's,
the bad guy of the Suicide Squad. At
was
least,
hang on, just a quick mind. Was Amanda Waller in the picture as well?
what's that?
Was Amanda Waller also in the picture?
No, no, she wasn't in the picture.
No, no.
No, we got of course, Harley Quinn. We got Deadshot, Killer Croc,
Uh, Captain Boomerang,
Captain Boomerang, Enchantress,
Enchantress, El Diablo,
and
Slipknot, not the band,
Katana.
Katana. Am I missing anyone else?
I think that's it. Is that it?
Uh, I think that's it.
Yeah, I must say the two who look the best are Harley Quinn and Deadshot. They look awesome.
Yeah, they look
I love.
really sick. There was also the second picture of
Yeah.
Deadshot with the full-on
Mhm.
mask, and the biggest complaint I've seen in it about it is that the eye patch is on the
Yeah.
right side, and in the comics it's on the left side.
No, the thing was his eye patch was on the left side, but he was holding his gun like with his right hand or something.
I just thought that was like
It's
nitpicking. Maybe just maybe too
yeah,
much.
but fans will be fans and they will find something to nag about. At least with the
Yeah.
Joker picture, you got a lot to nag about because of all the tattoos on his head. And
Can you give me just give me a sec? One sec.
okay,
All right.
so while we wait for Joe here, let's so also the Joker picture released, which had Jared Leto, of course, because he's the Joker, with all the tattoos. I personally think that the tattoos are not gonna be a thing. I think it's
Sorry about that.
it's okay. What I was just saying that with the tattoos of the Joker, I think that was just for that photo shoot. I don't think
What,
that's gonna be. I don't
what you
think.
don't like? It says damaged across his forehead.
Uh, I don't have a problem with all the other tattoos except for the damaged one, because it's on his
Yeah.
face. I'm like, ah. But I like the smile on his on his arm and the ha ha ha. I
I'm I'm
quite enjoy
undecided
that.
about it at the moment. I saw it and I was just kind of reminds me of a bass player for every new metal band. I'll have to wait to see it in the film before I decide. But everyone else looks great, especially
Yeah.
Harley Quinn and
Har-
Deadshot.
Yeah, I have my doubts about Will Smith as Deadshot, but when I saw the two pictures with him, look great, look awesome. Nothing.
I quite like how they did Killer Croc as well because I was
Yeah.
expecting to do the giant, massive Arkham version, but they did. It looks like they did go for the more classic, more humanoid version of Killer Croc, which
Yeah.
I like.
He had a baseball jacket on.
Yeah,
So
wasn't that El Diablo had the baseball jacket on, the one with all the tattoos on his face?
was I thought they at least Killer Croc had one. Hold up, let me pull up the picture because I need to.
Yeah, I'll get the picture up as well.
Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, it's El Diablo that had the. Yeah, he has a jacket on.
Yeah, it's bigger than I'm used to the Suicide Squad being. I'm quite a big Suicide Squad fan. I'm usually used to the squad being around about 6 or 7 members, so it is quite bigger than I expected it to be.
So, who is the guy in between Enchantress and Harley Quinn, and who is the guy on next to Captain Boomerang? Do you know?
That's Rip Flag.
What in the middle?
Yeah, Rip Flag.
Yeah, and the one on the next to Boomerang. You know that?
Yeah, I've got to look at the picture again. I know all the characters' names. I just need to remind which one you're talking
'Cause
about.
I know Rick Flag, but I forgot that Tom Hardy wasn't left the movie. So
Um, I think it's that might be yeah, Slipknot.
Ah, okay. So yeah, we didn't miss a character, but the photo looks great.
Yeah, it does get me really excited for this film. It just looked like they're saying Task Force X assembled as well. I
hmm
can't wait.
I can't as well.
Given that a majority of these characters will be dead by the end of it.
Well, at least the ones that
You
will survive.
watch, you watch Killer Croc's gonna get blown up.
Oh
El
yeah,
Diablo's
El
gonna be
Diablo's gonna
shot. And,
die. Katana's probably gonna die, maybe.
I like Katana.
I think at least Enchantress is gonna die.
Well, she died in the original. She doesn't take long for her to die in the
Oh yeah.
comics.
But
Well, pretty much only Deadshot and Harley Quinn are safe.
I'm just excited to see how the relationship is going to be between Harley Quinn and the Joker. It's going to be like uh, what we saw in the movie, like Assault on Arkham. They basically hate each other. Uh,
Um, I wonder if Harley Quinn wouldn't be working in the squad, but against them at the same time.
it's like she's sort of a double agent for
Yeah,
the Joker. But wouldn't it be
yeah.
really easy to figure out that she was the double agent? It's like, well, who should it be? Oh, maybe the crazy chick with all the makeup on. It looks like the Joker.
And the whole time it was Slipknot.
And and the whole time it was Amanda Waller. Oh, it's Viola Davis who got cast, right? As Amanda Waller.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be Oprah at first. I'd have liked that.
It would have been great to have Oprah. You go to jail, and you go to jail, and you go to jail.
Uh, Amanda Waller is one of the great Suicide Squad characters.
Yeah. At least she's not going to be skinny and like she's an Arrow.
But
Yeah.
you have to see a good one.
But let's move on to the thing we were supposed to talk about. The great show that is Daredevil.
The greatest show ever made, you mean?
Hmm?
You mean the greatest show ever made?
Oh well, it's up there. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, it's up there with this.
Oh, you got. I should have. I have a Huel shirt. I should have put on my Huel shirt. I have a Huel shirt which says reasonably on it. Instead, I wore my Kermit the Frog shirt, which is also great.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
There's
Kermit
nothing wrong with Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog is awesome. Kermit the Frog for new season of Arrow. That would make it at least a little bit better. But we bashed enough. We bashed Arrow enough on Tom's channel, so let's.
Yeah.
Daredevil. So since you are probably the biggest Daredevil fan I know, how about you start about your opinion on your show?
It's so good. I'm incredibly biased when it comes to Daredevil. I've read most of the important runs, and that includes the crap ones.
Oh God, really?
And I also really love the Ben Affleck film, even though most people hate it.
Really?
That's a cracking film.
You love it.
I do love it.
But is it like a thing that it's so bad that you love it? It's so bad.
No, there's generally things I think are cool about it. I like Ben Affleck in it. I think it has a good tone. I like Bullseye a lot.
Yeah, but the rest of the movie is just a mess. I mean, let's
not get into the film, all right? Because we're going to disagree heavily.
Elektra is so annoying in that movie.
Yeah,
at least Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin was really good.
Yeah, and Colin, that was Bullseye.
But he isn't as good as Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk.
So we start there then. D'Onofrio's Kingpin.
I love D'Onofrio's Kingpin. The only times I didn't like him was when he tried to talk Chinese, and it sounded super forced. It sounded like an actor trying to talk Chinese.
That's probably because it was an actor trying to talk Chinese.
Exactly, but it sounded so forced. It was like, because he has this gruff in his voice. It sounded like he was about to choke on something. But other than that, I thought his character got a lot of backstory, and I love that.
What was great about it is the fact that the most they changed from the comic books was the Kingpin, and it is a very justified change from the original material. And they took who the character the Kingpin is and brought that to the screen through the business side of him, and then added these new layers with his background with his father, his relationship with Vanessa, that had this created this character who was likable but incredibly unsettling and incredibly dangerous to all your characters.
Yeah.
And
Also,
like
before we continue, we are gonna like do full spoilers. We're not gonna hold back. So if you haven't seen the show, please turn off this video because we're gonna spoil everything.
yeah, spoiler, Daredevil wins at the end.
Oh no! Spoiler: Daredevil gets a suit at the end. That's also a thing I have a little bit of an issue with. Is the suit?
Oh, I think we're going to disagree again.
It looks awesome. I just think that his mask and the horns look a little chubby. It's nitpicky, and the suit still looks awesome when he finally has it on. It's
When
just
I first saw it on when it first like posted and leaked and stuff, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the way it was designed more as armor. I thought the nose was stupid. I agreed
yeah
with the horns. I didn't like them. But the way it's shot in the actual show at the end looks like a panel
yeah
you'd see in a Daredevil comic, especially when you have the shadows over, but you can still see Daredevil's like smile and stuff in the eyes, the horns. Yeah, I swear I've read that at the end of a Frank Miller comic, where it's just
okay.
like shots like that.
Well, I haven't seen like I didn't see the pictures of his suit before the show because I didn't want to get the suit spoiled for me. So I was like, I'm gonna steer away from that.
I have this little thing called Facebook. Maybe you've heard of it. Where can't avoid
I
that.
also have this thing called Facebook. It's so weird because it's such an unpopular site.
Hmm.
It's just I don't know how I steered away from it.
I don't know how you avoided it. It was I just woke up one morning and was like Daredevil official red costume.
And then on the other, I was like, if only I steered away from all those Avengers trailers, I would have been more excited about the movie when I finally saw it. It's still a great movie though. So
So great movie.
yeah,
What was your take on the black costume then throughout the show?
I loved it. I thought it was. I thought it made him more human. I guess
It made it a much more relatable, and I question to even call Daredevil a superhero in the show because he's not.
he's not. He's definitely not. He is more of an anti-hero, or he is just a vigilante. I guess.
But what's so great about it is it, unlike Thor or Iron Man or Hulk, like in that they get hit by a chest by Thor hammer, they fly across the room and they're all fine.
Yeah.
Do that shit in Daredevil, you've got broken ribs, you've got blood spitting out. It makes the
Yeah,
stakes a lot higher, and you feel the risk that these characters are at.
that's what I really like about the show because in the Marvel movies when they are in or when they are in a fight when the fight is over they just brush it off and it's like oh I'm fine but in Daredevil if he fights he throws down and when he's finished he is out of breath he's in one of my favorite fight scenes of the season with the Japanese guy.
From the hand.
Yeah, I love that. It's just
It
even
was,
though you know he's
and
not
it
gonna
just
die.
went go on and on. You were just like, Jesus Christ, give this guy a break.
Yeah, but even though you know he's not gonna die because he is the main character of the show, I still was worried because he got a lot of shit thrown at him with the blades and just sticking into him, and it was like just finish it already. I was like, just give that guy a break. I mean, he is at his breaking point.
Yeah, well, at least twice on this show, he reaches like very near death, that being the other one, and the second time, him being found in the bin in the second episode.
Yeah.
So when he does, every time he goes out at Daredevil, there is always this known possibility that it very easily could be the last time he does this, and that just makes the stakes even higher in the show.
I think the also the reason why I really like this show is because I was expecting it to be like Arrow or The Flash, where it would be really fun, but a lot of like questionable acting and just over the top like
I
stuff.
think this
But
show's on a level like I would put like Breaking Bad,
yeah,
House of Cards on.
exactly. It is the acting is so good in the show. I was surprised that everybody was that good.
I was skeptical of Foggy Nelson through the early episodes, but after
Yeah,
a while I got
yeah.
kind of used to him, and now I quite liked his performance.
Yeah, Also, at some points, Karen got a bit repetitive, but
Yeah, but then with the latest stuff they did with her and the Ben
yeah,
Urich stuff, I was like completely engaged with her character.
I hated the fact that Ben Urich had to die.
Yeah, but I like his. I don't like that Ben Urich died, but I like what
Yeah.
it does for the Marvel universe.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And I also like I also like how he died. It's not because he was spouting all that shit about Kingpin. No, it's because he went to his mother.
Yeah,
That
and it just fits. It just seems like the next natural thing that would Kingpin would do, and not have they didn't have to come up with this forced way of like why he wouldn't go after him like Arrow sometimes does
Mhm.
with Ra's al Ghul. Everything in this show is completely character driven, which is a nice change from other
Yeah.
superhero shows I've been watching.
Yeah, and also what I really like about Fisk is even though he is this strong and menacing guy, especially after the scene where he chops this guy's head off
Yeah,
with a car door. Uh,
everyone was talking about that afterwards.
oh, I was
I was like, just oh my god, like
I was used to a lot of Game of Thrones where that shit happens basically every episode, so I was used to it, but still I was like, oh man, and he was the
the
nicer
Russian,
Russian
the
brother
Russian.
as well.
Well, yeah, the nicer out of the two. I still wouldn't call him a nice guy.
No, but he was the nicest out of the two.
Yeah, he
But
was the nicest out of these human trafficking drug lords.
yeah, but what I really like about Fisk is that even though he is this strong guy and he is really menacing, he also is really vulnerable in this season. He is
And
super
he kind
vulnerable.
of has these temper tantrums that are very similar to how like a child or a toddler would behave.
Hmm.
Instead of wow wow I can't have my toys, it's wow wow I can't destroy Hell's Kitchen, so I'm going to kill someone about it.
Yeah, or flip tables or
Yeah,
something like that. And I also like the relationship between him and Wesley.
yeah, that was by far Wesley in the was in the early Frank Miller comics, and in that he is just a very two-dimensional henchman. So I
Mhm.
didn't really expect much going in, but he was great throughout the whole show.
I actually didn't I was like so surprised that Wesley had to die because I really liked him and I was like, no, Wesley,
And
please.
that's what's good. You're not supposed to like him, but and you
Exactly, but
get
you like
that
him.
he's a bad guy, but it just makes all these characters real characters, even though there is a definitive "I'm the villain, I'm the bad guy" conclusion at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's just this show does this super well. Just you care about basically every character, even though you're some of them you're supposed to hate, but you do hate them with a
With a
passion.
couple of exceptions,
Yeah.
Leland Owsley.
I hate that guy. I was so happy he died, and like right from the start when they were in the hospital when Vanessa got poisoned, I was like, oh, it's him, it's him. I knew it just the way he was talking to Fisk. I was like, oh, you sneaky bastard.
Plus, during his last scene where he gets killed by Kingpin,
Hmm.
he's revealing his whole plan. I spent the whole time just shouting like computer screen, "No, what are you doing? It's the
Yeah,
Kingpin. He's gonna
he's
fucking kill
he's gonna
you."
kill you. I mean, he is.
And he reveals his whole plan of why you can't kill me, and Kingpin just goes, "Nah," pushes
Yeah,
him down.
it's because that one cop was being held
Yeah,
by Leland. But it's Kingpin. He has connections. He will get to that man in a
you don't
heartbeat.
fuck with the Kingpin. That's a shit you don't do.
Yeah, well,
Basic supervillain stuff, people.
he isn't the Kingpin yet, but you don't fuck with
I,
Fisk.
I'm gonna call him the Kingpin.
Yeah, yeah, okay. He is
I think by the end, you can call him the definitive Kingpin.
yeah, that's true. I'm excited what season 2 is in store for us with the show.
One thing about Owsley, did you notice they went to these kind of silly little subtle efforts to make him look like an owl?
Really.
Like there's one scene that he has this big like fur brown coat on to make him look like an owl, and he has like just these really silly like he had like a feathered coat and stuff.
I wasn't paying attention to that, but
Because I knew he was the owl going in, so
yeah, I mean, I knew that, but I never really noticed them doing that actually.
It this like the Easter eggs in this, I some of them were just like felt like were written to me specifically. Like you had the stuff from the Ben Affleck film where he says, "I'm not the bad guy."
Yeah,
From
but he basically is. I mean, kills
well,
a lot of people in that movie.
he does put on that movie, but he says he's not the bad guy, so it's all right.
As long as he believes he's not the bad guy, he's not the bad guy.
There's a couple like with the gladiator. There was the blueprints. I'm sure you know all this already with about the blades
Yeah,
and this the steel man legs in the background.
I wasn't paying attention, and I guess.
Um,
But Ling,
there's one other thing I want to talk about. What do you think of Stick?
a lovable asshole. I like him.
That episode stands as my favorite episode of the show. I did like all of it. But that episode was probably my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way he was training Matt was really cool. And as soon as they announced that Stick was going to be in here, I was like, "Ooh, yay, Stick, yay!"
I bet the war between the hand and I can't pronounce it properly. I think it's the chest day or something like that. Is going to be the main focus of the defenders.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, when is Jessica Jones coming out? Like, was it this year or next year?
I think it's late this year,
Okay,
if
that
I remember
that,
correctly.
that is Kristen Ritter
Yeah,
and David Tennant.
David Tennant,
Yeah, it's
still
cool.
great.
Breaking Bad and Doctor Who coming into one.
David Tennant officially has Purple Man.
Purple Man. He's gonna be Purple Man. Yeah, I'm excited to see the Defenders on TV.
Um,
If Jessica
there's
Jones is gonna be as good as Daredevil, which I doubt, but
I hope it'll be good at least.
it's not gonna be.
There's no way it can be as good as Daredevil.
No. Daredevil is basically the Batman show we always wanted.
This is like the Dark Knight equivalent of TV comic
Yeah.
books.
Exactly. This is probably the best comic book TV show ever.
Oh, without a question. Go suck a dick, Smallville.
I didn't even like Smallville.
I hated Smallville.
Yeah, because it's just basic CW drama.
We won't get back onto that.
The only thing I didn't like about this is that it's the same with this show as in Arrow, as in Flash, as in not in Gotham, I guess, but they have to keep something from the female character. It's like Foggy gets to know. Why doesn't Karen get to know? I mean, they're a team.
My biggest criticism with the show is the fact that Foggy knows. So I'm going to disagree with that. I didn't want anyone to find out. I was cool with Claire Temple knowing, but I didn't want anyone to find out. Released in the first season.
Yeah. I would have been cool with that if nobody found out that it was that he was the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
By the way, how does he how in the comics how does he get the name Daredevil? Does he just give it to himself like in the show?
It's one of them, Stan Lee, and now I'm gonna call myself Daredevil.
Excelsior.
I think Frank Miller did some things which was touched on the show about the Catholic side, which was a big part of him.
Yeah.
The name Daredevil, bringing the devil into it.
I love the conversations between him and the priest in.
I'm really glad that they went that way because there's small hints of it in the Affleck film, but it's not as prominent as it should be. And
but this show, it was really there, and I love those scenes.
And the fact that he's a Catholic is a huge part to Matt Murdock's character.
Yeah, and what I also like is that they've redeemed that other Russian guy before he died. They redeemed his character because he before he was just like, yeah, fuck the Daredevil, you killed my brother with the Wilson Fisk and
comic book movies have Russian characters now.
Yes, and the Russian accents are very, very bad.
What, you didn't see that coming?
You didn't see that coming? Oh, let's talk about Avengers now because we're talking
Shoots Daredevil in the leg. You didn't see that coming?
about. But yeah, I really like the conversation between those two when they are basically trapped. It's like I said, they humanize everybody in this show, which is
Yeah, no one apart from Nobu is really a two-dimensional character.
exactly. I thought everybody got a lot of backstory, even the old Chinese lady.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with her in the future.
Yeah, yeah, because she's still alive. She just left. She's like
And
peace.
the cocaine things she was dealing had the Steel Serpent, the Iron Fist villain.
Yeah.
It had the Steel Serpent logo, so maybe she'll show up in the Iron Fist show or something.
Maybe we'll see. The other upcoming Netflix Daredevil Marvel shows are Jessica Jones with Luke Cage,
Yeah,
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, and the next year they are doing a Daredevil season 2.
Yeah, and the Defenders, right?
Yeah,
They want to do the Defenders.
the Defenders. No Punisher though.
Hmm. If only. Please make a Punisher show, please.
Punisher's my shit, mate. Punisher's just.
Who do you want to be the Punisher?
Um, I originally I would have said Peter Petrelli, the guy who's Peter Petrelli from Heroes.
Hmm.
Oh,
I would
or,
just I would just be fine if they got Thomas Jane back. I like Thomas Jane's
I think
Punisher.
I do like Thomas Jane. I wouldn't be upset, but I'd rather we got a whole new version of the
Yeah,
Punisher
okay,
than what's in that.
that is true. But if they were to get an actor back that was a Punisher, I'd pick Thomas Jane.
All right, a little off topic, but it does come back to the Punisher, right?
I mean, yeah, but
Did you see the Purge Anarchy?
what?
The Purge Anarchy. Did you see that?
No, didn't see
The
that.
guy in that would have been perfect for the Punisher.
Because I'm sorry if this is super stupid, but the Punisher is a white guy, right, in the comics, or
Yes,
is
the
he?
Punisher is a white guy.
Okay, I, I know a lot about comics, guys. I just don't know a lot about Punisher or Daredevil. Now I know Daredevil because the show is awesome, and I know a lot about the show now.
And so you've never read Daredevil comics before going into this?
Never, never, ever. The only Daredevil backstory I got was the movie and a video game I played once about Daredevil. Well, Daredevil was
What's
in it.
what's cool about this show then? Me being someone who was knew the character quite well already going in, and you being someone who didn't really have much background in the character at all, we both leave this show with a general similar knowledge and understanding of the character,
Yeah,
minus the Elektra stuff, which will be coming next season, hopefully.
yeah, exactly. This show is for everyone. This show
And it,
is not for Daredevil fans only. If you are not a fan of Daredevil, go watch it because
but
you
it
are a
is
fan of
the
him.
most faithful adaptation ever I have ever seen
Yeah,
of
yeah. It's
literally anything.
like for me, this and Flash is my favorite show. My two favorite shows of the last year.
This takes it as my favorite show this year.
Yeah, the reason why I still hold Flash so high is because well, Flash is my favorite superhero, and I
That was Daredevil my favorite superhero. So
yeah, but uh, Daredevil is a great show for everybody, for hardcore fans and for newcomers to the Daredevil
yeah, anyone can
character.
jump onto this, leave, and
Anyone.
call themselves a Daredevil fan afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Anything Daredevil related that's gonna come out now, I'll be on it. I want it. And I'm I
Just
the
don't
G.
read Shadowland. Just don't read Shadowland.
Okay, I was just about to ask you what Daredevil comics do you recommend? I should.
Oh, where do I start? Um, the Frank Miller stuff, the early Frank Miller stuff with Elektra is where I started with Daredevil, which is the whole saga with Kingpin, Elektra, Bullseye, and Daredevil.
Yeah, I think I have a Frank Miller comic. I'm not sure. I think it's Frank Miller. Hold on, let me check if it's Frank Miller. If not, I'm gonna be an idiot. Yeah, it's Frank Miller. It says it on the side. It's Batman Year One. It's
Kevin Smith also did a pretty good story arc with Daredevil a while ago.
Kevin Smith, the Clerks guy.
Sorry?
The Clerks guy. Kevin Smith.
I've never seen it.
Silent Bob. Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Silent Bob.
Okay.
He did a story arc on Daredevil called Guardian Daredevil. Guardian Devil.
Guardian Devil.
Yeah, Guardian Devil. I said Guardian Daredevil first.
Guardian Daredevil. Oh, would have been fine as well. Guardian Daredevil.
But I'd start with those two, the old school stuff.
So, now that we've praised this show, what are the negative points about the show? I know there aren't a lot.
There are not a lot. Matt Murdock isn't blonde. No, not really. I don't care.
It's there's just really nothing.
He doesn't wear a right suit. I don't like it.
I thought that the suit he wore in the beginning looked like a hobo. I don't like it now. It's a
He
stupid
looks
show.
like the Dread Pirate Roberts.
It looks like a knockoff character from Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't like it.
Swing into his house kitchen.
It's just the show is great.
My biggest criticism is the reveal that Foggy finds out at the end.
Yeah.
I would have stayed away from that. It works, but it's not. I don't know. I thought it was not the best move.
Yeah, and in the beginning, like you said, Foggy wasn't that great. I thought in the beginning Foggy was a character that belonged in American Pie or something.
Yeah, but he did get better as a show.
Yeah, he got a lot better. I also would have liked to see more court stuff next season. More.
I would have liked to have seen a lot more court stuff. I'm glad we got episode 3 though, which was the whole episode was pretty much just a courtroom thing. And
I'd still like to see more next season.
I did appreciate that.
And I also really love that how they explain how he uses his senses, how he hears the heartbeat, and
that was what I was most skeptical of going in, is how they do that, and I was so impressed by how they pulled it off.
You were mind blown. I thought one of my favorite lines was in the second episode where he was like, "There's a guy coming. I can smell his cologne." I was like, "Wow, really? Smell his cologne? That's awesome."
Well, sort of a similar thing on that when Stick and Matt are in the park in the flashback, and he's like, "Well, tell me what does it taste like?" And he goes, "Vanilla." He goes, "Really? I taste a mixture of da-di-da, 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 and dirt from the guy's hands."
Exactly. This show just touches on everything that had to be touched.
So what? Season 2 then?
Season 2. What do you want to see in season 2 as a Daredevil fan? What do you want in season 2?
Bullseye. I want Bullseye.
Bullseye. You want Colin Farrell back as Bullseye? You want back?
Nah, get Dexter to be Bullseye.
Oh, Michael C. Hall.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Have you watched Dexter fully?
I saw it, then it got bad, so I stopped watching it.
Because there's one guy that was in Dexter. It was I think it was a little mentally handicapped. The one that made the suit for him. He was in season 8.
Melvin Potter. I think which season was he in?
Season 8. He was in.
I didn't get to season 8.
Or season 7. Season 8 is horrible. Season 7 was okay. It's just after season 4, everything went to shit with that show.
I think I got through half of season 5 and stopped watching.
Yeah. So you at least saw the best season. That was season 4.
Yeah. I was for season 2. Of course, I think they're probably going to go this way, but I do really want to see Elektra brought in.
Yeah, me too. I just hope they don't handle Elektra as they handled her in the movie.
These writers clearly get the character.
Exactly.
Plus, the head of Marvel Studios television side, Jeff Loeb, Daredevil's his favorite character, so I have no worries.
So which Foggy Nelson do you like more? This Foggy Nelson or Jon Favreau Foggy Nelson?
This one. Jon Favreau was barely in that film.
That's true. I like Jon Favreau, but
I like Jon Favreau too. Great in Iron Man.
He directed the first Iron Man. He's awesome. He directed the second one as well. which
weren't
I
good.
don't. I like the second one as well.
It's alright. It's
Yeah.
not as bad as people say it is.
No, same was with Iron Man 3.
I love Iron Man 3. I love it.
Yeah. It's
I thought
just
that was good.
everybody was so mad about the twist. It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's because I
but
don't really care about Iron Man that much in the comics. It didn't bother me.
yeah, but also they redeemed it when with Marvel One Shot with
I haven't seen that.
it's called In the Name of the King, where he's in jail and he's doing this interview with a guy, and he's like, basically he works for the real Mandarin, so he tries to kill the actual.
But they tried
So
to kill Ben Kingsley.
they try to kill Ben Kingsley without success because Ben Kingsley is Ben Kingsley, and
Yeah.
he's Trevor Slattery. Bloody hell, bloody hell. It's yeah, it's the only thing I don't like about that movie is if you were to have a Mandarin, Ben Kingsley would have been your best bet, and
Yeah.
also the way he was portrayed in the trailers, and also for most part in the movie before the twist, he was like a modern day Mandarin. He was really modern.
The thing is, though, I've read a couple of things, but I've just never gotten into Iron Man in the comics.
Yeah,
So when that came along, I just didn't care because I wasn't a fan, I guess,
yeah,
of the character originally. So
true. So since we've sort of shifted over into Avengers, you've seen it, right?
Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen it.
I
I've
think
seen it.
you like it.
I did like it.
Yeah.
I I don't think I like it more than Winter Soldier. I still think Winter Soldier is
No.
better.
But I am excited about what the Russo brothers are gonna do with the new Avengers movie because they are the new directors. They are.
Vision, what a great character.
Oh, Vision was great in that movie. I also really like Ultron. Ultron was awesome.
I knew I was going to like Ultron though.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
exactly.
I didn't know I was going to like Vision that much.
Yeah, yeah. I was really
Great.
skeptical about Vision. I also really like
I
Scarlet
thought he
Witch.
was going to look stupid. I saw the promotion lot. I'm just like, he looks dumb.
Yeah,
And he didn't look dumb at all. It looked awesome.
he was awesome. I love the scene when he was just holding the hammers like.
Yeah, and he just like casually got it and thought just like, huh?
And I love that because everyone in the theater was just it was just silent. Everybody was like, and just in shock, just like everybody in the movie. The movie isn't. It got overhyped by the trailers.
I
That
didn't watch all
is,
the trailers. I watched the first two and then didn't watch any because
and it
I knew what
also.
would happen if I did. I'd be disappointed.
It's. I think I should have stopped at the third trailer. The third trailer was the best, and I just should have stopped. But I also thought it was going to be darker, but it wasn't as dark as I thought it would be. So.
I thought Ultron seemed like a bigger threat in the trailers than he did in the actual film. He
Yeah,
was clearly quite a big threat.
exactly.
Um,
But yeah. So enough about Age of Ultron. I'll save that for later, for another
another video,
discussion,
another time.
another video, another time. Back to Daredevil, the best show that I've seen in the last 2 years, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Sorry, my phone just went off.
I don't know if it's better than Breaking Bad.
Oh no, I'm not gonna give it that. It's
No.
Daredevil. I love you, bro, but stay away from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, bro, I love you. I also was really skeptical about Charlie Cox. I was like, is he gonna?
He was so good in there.
He was amazing, but
He was
but
Page Murdoch.
but before I was like, British actor doing an American accent. It has worked before, but
Because I've never watched Broadwalk Empire. I'd only known him from that film Stardust, and I wasn't too impressed with him in that.
I also only knew him from Stardust. So
I actually quite like the film, but his acting in that ain't great.
No. So I was like, oh, he's gonna be Matt Murdock. He's gonna be our main character.
This is Daredevil.
This is Daredevil. And then when you saw the show, I was like, oh yeah, he is Daredevil. That is true. He is Daredevil.
Definitive Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Since I didn't read any of the comics, is Vanessa a character in the comics?
Vanessa. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's Kingpin's wife in the early Spider-Man stuff and a couple of comics and stuff and a few Daredevil things. And but she was already in the comics. She's kind of just like his wife, like by his side. She doesn't have much of a character.
Yeah.
So they changed a lot of stuff to make her more of a full-on real character in
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
which is the same which they did with Wesley and um, with Kingpin. They took these fairly two-dimensional characters and they added new stuff to them that wasn't from continuity to make them more full characters.
Yeah. Poor Wesley. I'm gonna miss him actually. That's so
Ben
weird.
Urich. Wesley, Ben
I'm
Urich.
gonna miss Ben Urich. I felt so sorry for his wife.
Yeah, that the stuff with his wife was just.
Yeah. I I I can get emotional with movies and TV shows, but that got me on the verge of crying. I was like, oh God, no.
Got me in the face.
It's like the heart.
Ah,
Ah, no. That was great stuff. Even though Ben Urich was sort of a secondary character, he still got a lot of backstory.
he is a massive Marvel character. He's quite a big staple.
Isn't he with the Daily Bugle in the comics?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying maybe they can he could be in a Spider-Man film. Oh wait,
not anymore.
and it was a good move to kill him off because Ben Urich is a major character in Daredevil and Spider-Man. So to kill him off it lets people know that this TV universe, no one is safe.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as I know, Foggy Nelson could die season 2.
Oh yeah,
I hope not, but
no, exactly. But it could happen. Just as that Karen could die all of a sudden,
which is kind of more likely because he does die in the comics.
Oh really?
Yeah. He also gets addicted to heroin and does a porn tape. So
okay, Karen, you're a good girl. Your parents are very proud of you. And I also just like the contrast between Ben Urich and Karen. Just she just wants to find out, and he is the professional. He's like, you need to back off a bit. You need to slow down. You're going a little too fast for me here, youngster.
I love how when he was saying, remember that story about the polluted lake? But a day later, I fished my source out of the same lake.
What episode was that again?
That was, I can't remember. It was one of the earlier Ben Urich, Karen Page ones.
Okay, no, I don't remember that.
And originally, I didn't how much Karen Page was never one of my favorites in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of the typical kind of Lois Lane archetype character.
Okay.
Some writers did do some cool stuff, like Frank Miller did some cool stuff with her in Born Again. But I don't know, I always kind of preferred Elektra to Karen Page. And
yeah, I mean, they're probably gonna introduce Elektra in the second season. I just don't know who's gonna play her.
Well, with this show, when I found out Karen was going to be in it, I was kind of thinking, how much can you do with this character apart from the Born Again stuff? And putting her with Ben Urich, I think, was a genius idea.
Yeah, exactly. I
wouldn't have thought of it, but it's brilliant.
They did a lot with Karen. I love that.
She's got more development than Foggy did.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm also want to know how many times Stick is going to appear in the second season.
I hope he's in it a lot.
He's probably going to be. He's probably going to.
I could do with him in every episode. I don't care.
I don't think I could deal with him in every episode, but like 3 or 4.
Brand new to Netflix. Stick.
Stick, spin-off of the hit series Daredevil.
I would be on board with that shit. I would so be on board.
But what about a Wesley spin-off?
What, his funeral?
No, it's a prequel to Daredevil. It's just the Adventures of Wesley.
The Adventures of Wesley.
The Adventures of Wesley and Wilson.
The Adventures of Leland Owsley.
Leland Owsley, God. The Adventures of Ben Urich. That could.
I would so watch that.
If Ben Urich got a spin-off show, I'd be down for that. I want to see that. I'd be the first to just be like, oh yes, Ben Urich. I really liked him in the show.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Commissioner Gordon to the Daredevil universe,
Hmm.
and he's
Except,
always been one of my favorites, and I was sad to see him go.
yeah, because I was I thought he was gonna die earlier on when the sniper
I
was
didn't
aimed
think
at
he was
him.
going to die. And it's Ben Urich. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
believe
I
he would
didn't
die.
know Ben Urich before. I knew about him working for the Daily Bugle. That's it.
For one character we haven't talked about yet, what do you think of Claire Temple?
Oh wait, who?
Claire Temple, the night nurse.
I liked her because I really like Rosario Dawson. I like the actress. I thought she was a really cool love interest for him for a bit.
She she works as a fairly decent love interest to Matt. I
Hmm.
was kind of surprised when she left and we didn't see her for the rest of the show.
Yeah,
I
I was
expected her to be a
expecting.
much major role.
Yeah, I was hoping at least for her. But I know she's like this really big Hollywood actress, so they probably only got her for a few episodes. Cause, but it would have been so great to have her in more episodes than
She worked, she
just
worked
a
so
few.
well.
Yeah,
But hopefully maybe we'll see her in like season two, maybe in Luke Cage, maybe in Defenders.
yeah. At least if she's not gonna do a lot of if she's like I'll do like things for one more season and then I'll be off. At least give her the proper end then if she's gonna
Yeah,
go. Give her
gets
like
killed,
a proper
get killed by Bullseye.
she needs to get strangled by the dead body of Leland Owsley.
He's one sick fuck, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I guess I should write damage to my forehead as well.
Yeah, I know tattoo artists will do it for you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think
I
that
know a
would do
tattoo
it
artist who lives in the back of a shed. He'll have to give you a free tattoo.
Probably, but yeah, I just hope we see her more in the second season because I really liked her. I really liked the conversations between her and Matt. I thought that really worked. Um, and I was also
He worked as a good consultant as well
yeah.
for Matt Murdock, so it was more believable that he was actually pulling this off and surviving every night.
Yeah, again, it made him more human that he had someone
Yeah,
on this.
Superman doesn't have a special
No,
nurse to
but
hit him up and stab him
Superman
in the
doesn't
second
need
day.
it.
Exactly.
But
But
Superman is boring.
Batman has all the power and like the technology in the world. He's fine.
And Alfred, he has Alfred. Don't forget Alfred.
Let's have Alfred. Never forget Alfred.
Here's Alfred. Here's Michael Caine.
Okay.
Michael Caine. Here's Alfred.
So with season two, then, how much do you think? What would you like Fisk's role to be in season two?
Um, I'm guessing he's probably gonna be in jail for most of the time season two.
I wouldn't mind having him still be a major role and have
Yeah,
him kind of working as the mastermind behind.
I think Vanessa is gonna be like the one that's gonna like call the shots in behalf.
Maybe Kingpin gets Vanessa to hire Bullseye or something.
Exactly. At least Fisk, even though he's gonna be in jail for most of the season, he's still gonna call most of the shots.
But yeah,
Yeah.
unless they go on full on, just do the hand for
Um.
season two. But I think they're going to do the hand for Defenders.
Maybe. Who do you want to be Bullseye if he comes?
We already spoke about this.
Oh yeah, sorry, Michael C. Hall. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I forgot.
I don't
Dexter.
know. As for Electra, I have no idea who I'd have play Electra. Tough cast, tough character cast.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll get Megan Fox and be Electra.
God. At least have her be a good actress. Oh
Oprah
God.
for Electra.
Who?
Oprah for Electra.
Oprah. Oprah for Electra. Yes. Yes.
Actually, I take it back. I take it back. I found who could be the definitive Electra now. Stanley.
Oh, hello, Daredevil. Excelsior.
Excelsior.
I was
Oh no, I'm getting killed by Bullseye.
I was expecting him to have a cameo in the show,
He
but
does. He does. It's the most minor cameo I've ever seen in my
really?
life.
Wait,
Yeah,
when? When?
I saw it. I saw it on an article on Facebook, but apparently I didn't see it in the show. Um, there's a picture of him hanging in the wall of police department.
Oh, really?
That's the most subtle and minor cameo I've ever seen
I
in my
really would
life.
have liked if he was like when they were in the police station, he would be like in cuffs. He was like, "I didn't do anything. Help me. I'm being framed."
And he was like, "I'm innocent, I promise." And Matt Murdock's just like, "He's lying."
Oh yeah, that'd be great. It's like, "I didn't do anything. I'm innocent." And then Matt's like, "He's lying." Like, "No, he doesn't know anything. He's blind." A blind vigilante? Give me a break.
A blind vigilante. What's next?
What's next? A Thunder God?
What's next? A mad ex-marine shooting guns at people.
Punisher.
Uh,
Please make a Punisher show. Please, just make a Punisher show. You can do it. It's
so good. Or
I,
I
I
was actually, if maybe Punisher would work as a supporting character for season 2 of Daredevil.
maybe.
You haven't read the Frank Miller stuff, but there's an arc Frank Miller did with Punisher and Daredevil that was one of my favorite things ever.
Okay. I think they might be open to do Punisher stuff now that they see that
The
Daredevil is
Russo
such.
brothers want to do it. Steven Knight wants to do it. The Russo brothers want to do it.
If Russo brothers touch Punisher, it's gonna be gold. It's like anything the Russo brothers touch right now, it's just gold. Because Winter Soldier is like one of the best films ever. It's so good, Winter Soldier.
It's so good.
That's also one of my gripes with Age of Ultron is that it was um a little too much humor, a little just too many jokes.
I thought a lot of them worked in Age of
Yeah.
Ultron. That was especially the Hawkeye sort of stuff, the back.
I loved Hawkeye's character
So good.
in Age of
And I
Ultron.
liked the kind of ongoing thing with Captain America. And when he was like, "Mind your language."
Oh yeah,
And
when
then right,
that joke was in the first scene, it's like language, and they went with it through the entire movie, and I loved
right
it.
at the end, he's like, "Fury, you son of a bitch." And Fury's like, "You kiss your mother with that mouth."
Yeah, exactly. I love that. That was so great. It's like you kiss your mother with that mouth. It's like I'm Samuel Jackson. I say fuck a lot.
Sam, the best part of RoboCop was when Samuel Jackson called Gary Oldman a motherfucker.
I haven't seen the reboot.
So it's alright.
It's probably not as good
It's alright.
as the original.
I have no desire to watch it again, but it's alright.
Do you have any desire to watch the original again?
Oh hell yeah! I watched that a million
Oh
times.
yeah. Hey, Dutch director, what do you want? He also directed Total
British
Recall.
British actor,
British actor.
Daredevil.
Hey, hey, Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox.
He was really good. I have my doubts about him, but when like right from the get go, I was like, I like him. I like him. He's great. He's super great. It's just I really feel like he was Matt Murdock. When I saw Ben Affleck, I was like, oh,
What's Matt Murdock?
yeah,
He was off the page, Matt Murdock.
yeah. And when I saw Ben Affleck, I was like, oh, that's Ben Affleck trying to be Matt Murdock.
I think he did a decent job as Matt Murdock, Ben Affleck.
Or
Ben alone.
Or it could have sufficed as his audition tape for Batman, because basically he was Batman. He did a voice and all in that movie.
Yeah, I'm actually quite glad Daredevil didn't really put on much of a voice. I was expecting him to do that.
As long as he didn't put on the Christian Bale voice, or like
Daredevil,
or like the voice changer they have an Arrow.
I like it.
It's like, you have failed this city.
Get out of Hell's Kitchen.
Get out of Hell's Kitchen. Or maybe they should have done the Flash voice changer. Just
yeah, because it would make sense for Daredevil.
My doorbell is
vibrating.
My doorbell is ringing. Hold up. All right, back again. So something else you want to talk about? But
I had something. You totally made me forgot.
I'm so sorry, but
Oh, last thing I can think of, right? What do you
Mhm.
think about the ties into the larger cinematic universe?
Oh
Um,
yeah,
the
I
big
love
one
them.
specifically.
Yeah, it just really did a lot for me that they confirmed that it is in the MCU, that it is part of the larger thing, which hopefully is going to be in a movie.
Well, I just love that the reason Hell's Kitchen is so fucked up
Oh
is the
yeah.
Avengers' fault.
Yeah, it is because of the Avengers. It's because of what happened in
That's so brilliant.
it's because of what happened in the first movie with the whole Chitauri thing. And it all went to shit because Hell's
I'm
Kitchen went to shit because of that. That it,
I'm glad they didn't straight up refer to the sky falling opening and aliens coming out because that would have
yeah, yeah.
been out of place.
But I also like the reference. Was it Wesley that said it was like
Yeah, magic hammer or iron
yeah.
suit.
It's like yeah. It'd be okay if you're be
You
like
could know it's in a shared universe without Nick Fury showing up at the end.
just well, Daredevil. How would you like to join the Avengers?
Nah, I'm alright.
All right, I'm gonna start my own
Is
thing
it
called.
there? I'm right. I've got my own team.
I got my own team, mate. You just
You
turn.
watch.
It. What I also
I really don't. I hope the one thing I've heard that I hope doesn't happen. I
what
hope it's not Coulson who puts the defenders together.
who
Coulson.
Coles? Oh no, please.
That's what I've been hearing that Coulson said.
Don't tie Agents of Shitty Shield into this.
You're with me then. Fuck Agents of Shield.
Agents of Shield is just so bad. It is horrible.
I have
We
a word that begins with a C and that ends with a T, and it's for Agents of Shield.
wait, does it end with UNT or
You have to find out.
I have to find out. It's just
That's for me to know and you to find out.
we say that Arrow season 3 isn't as good. Talk about Agents of Shield.
I'm not even watching that. I'm still watching Arrow, but
I'm still watching Arrow, and Arrow has gotten better over the last few weeks. But
I don't know about that.
I thought the last episode was at least better.
I think it's a mess at the moment.
It is a mess, but it has become less of a mess. It's become
It's still a mess.
It's still a mess. It's still a mess. It's at least we still have Flash.
Yeah, Flash. I'm loving Flash.
Flash is good.
How crap was All Star Team Up?
Oh, it's just it's because Arrow characters were involved.
It's because of Ray fucking Palmer.
I hate him. I like Brandon Routh, but I hate.
I do like Brandon Routh, but I hate.
Brandon...
Oh, and the fucking Legend show.
Oh, why Brandon Routh could be Punisher?
I'd take Arnold Schwarzenegger over Brandon Routh as Punisher any day.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just get Dolph Lundgren back then.
David Hasselhoff is the Punisher.
David Hasselhoff needs to come back as Nick Fury.
Nick Fury versus the Punisher.
Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury versus
Samuel Jackson versus
David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff in Fury v Fury. Dawn of Fury.
In Fury Off. I pay to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
So I guess we're about done with Daredevil. I guess.
Yeah, I think we've sort of covered that completely. And
yeah. So all in all, I think we both are on the same page when we say that Daredevil is an amazing show, and it is one of the.
It's everything I wanted.
The only comic book show that comes close to Daredevil is Walking Dead, and that's still a mile away.
I still think this is more confident than Walking Dead is.
Yeah, because Walking Dead had some questionable stuff in season 2, 3, and 4.
I still love Walking Dead, but
oh yes, me too.
This is leagues above that show.
Yeah,
like I said, I put it with Breaking Bad and great stuff.
House of Cards. I love that show. You haven't seen it, have you?
I've seen a couple of episodes. I'm new. Almost as good as SpongeBob.
Almost as good as what?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is on a whole new level. It's almost as good as the Muppets.
The Muppets.
The Muppets, Mama. Thank you, Miss Piggy.
Official. SpongeBob, the end credits of the Defenders.
What the
Hey, imagine Defenders. Hey.
just SpongeBob as the end credits in Infinity War
If
or
you can have Howard the Duck, I don't see why not.
yeah, I guess it's just SpongeBob is the new Avenger. It's like
It's kind of funny to think about that you have this grounded street hero and a talking raccoon and a smoking duck all in the same universe. That's so cool.
it's so yeah, it's so fun that you have this just
So cool.
you have Matt Murdock and Howard the Duck in the same universe.
Yeah.
It's
It's total crossover time.
oh yeah, the Howard the Duck and Daredevil series. Just
There's a thing as well. There's a comic storyline where Matt Murdock stops being Daredevil and Black Panther takes his place.
oh,
They should totally do. Matt Murdock stops being Daredevil and Howard the Duck takes over his place.
have him wear the suit as well.
Yeah, the beak sticking out.
That'd be great. I guess that's about it. Um,
Yeah, that's about it now.
yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll do something.
If you hadn't seen the show and you watched this podcast, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, we'll assume everybody who watches this has seen the entire first season. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Joe, for being my guest in this first episode. I'll probably have you back in another episode.
Cool, can't wait.
But I'll at least have you back when Jessica Jones comes out. And
oh yeah, we'll totally do a video on that when that drops.
Oh yeah, and Luke Cage and every single Marvel Netflix show that's gonna come out.
And the Howard the Duck Netflix show, we'll totally do that.
Howard the Duck Netflix show, or the Ben Urich spinoff.
Gotta happen. Gotta happen.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.